Hello to all of my dope ass members. I am back, excuse me, while I gloss my mouth. Just a little e.l.f. eyes, lips, and face. Their Glow Revival Lip Plumper, Glow Reviver Lip Oil. It has like a plumping chemical in it. I like it. It's about $8. I like it. All right, so I came back because after I uploaded my videos that I uploaded to my public page today, I just so happened to be watching them back after I played them. After I uploaded them, and then one of Madam Celeste with Miss Sam, Auntie Sam, one of her readings popped up on my news feed, and it was about the fires and stuff like that. So I clicked on it because I just clicked on it to have some background noise playing as I study for my class. And she brought up a couple in California who are alleged to own or control a lot of water in California. And that piqued my interest because of the Two of Cups that I kept seeing in my own reading. And I was like, who is this standing up on like a hill or somewhere in California, being able to look down and look out at all of this? So that couple that she mentioned got me curious. So I went on Google and I typed in couple who owns water in California. And boom, Stuart and Linda Resnick came up as a Yahoo News article from about 5 hours ago, talking about the Resnick family, Stuart and Linda, being accused of hoarding or controlling all of the water sources and combating the efforts to put out the fires in California. And so Yahoo News released an article combating or refuting those claims and saying that this is like a social media claims, and they're anti-Semitic. So I believe this couple is Jewish. And it got me curious about them. Angels Milky Way, you are currently messaging me as I'm recording this. Hello, dear. You are a regular commenter, so I recognize your comments all the time. Thank you for being a regular here. Thank you for your regular engagement. And no need to apologize about any of the things that you're apologizing about. I can't see, actually. I will go to YouTube and see exactly what you said. I don't know if you're even a member, but if you can. Okay, I receive your encouragement. Thank you. If you can see this message. So I'm going to look into the Resnick couple, and I'm going to see what their involvement is in this matter about the fires in California, if anything. I'm just curious because Auntie Sam she mentioned them, and I was wondering if that could be the Two of Cups that I saw in my reading. I'm curious. Now they're billionaires, and they are Jewish, and I believe they own Palm, Fiji. They're the largest growers of pistachios, pomegranates, and something else, which is why they have that Palm Juice Company, Fiji water, and something else. So they're filthy stinking rich, and they use a lot of water. And I think they have a water bank in Southern California, which could be why I saw the Two of Cups crowning position and the Temperance below. And I was saying that the water was cut off, but it was redirected somewhere else. So I just wonder if they did interfere with the water sources, because it would interfere with their business. So they were like, no, you can't use our water. I wonder if that's what happened. So Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up the spirits of Stuart and Linda Resnick. Stuart and Linda Resnick spirit. I'm gonna have to order me some cards. All right. Spirit, please allow me to conjure up the spirits and the soul of Stuart and Linda Resnick. Angels, Milky Way, the reason it probably seems like I'm not shielded, because I saw your message, it said to shield up. I'm very protected. I just did some juju on Tuesday for protection. My problem is this, that I have to question, because this is a choice for me to share my gift. Nobody's asking for this. When they do, they come to me for a consultation. So I have to keep questioning whether I want to put myself out here like this. It's not the lack of protection, but if I choose to make myself public, then I have to deal with what comes. I don't know if I don't know if I care to. I just don't know. Shield up, like I don't know if I care to. It's like I mentioned, I get the messages for myself, and I have people around me who also benefit, but me doing this publicly, that's my choice to do. So every day I have to wake up and choose to do this. Sometimes I question whether I want to continue to do it. My protections are there. The question is, do I want to deal with what I have to deal with what comes with this? And I'm not all the way into being a social media person. I'm still a regular person. So I don't know if I want to do this because of what it comes with. That's all. Let me weigh it out in my mind, with my spirit, so I can see if I have what it takes to deal with these things. Because that's all. I'll do it if I know that me and my spirits are going to be in this together, and they will help me endure with the parts that are unsavory. And I need to see that it's worth it for me too, because I feel like a lot of the things I do benefit a lot of people. But I don't want to be a martyr. All right, Linda and Stuart Resnick, Most High. I don't know if they're nice people, but I don't think it's a lot of billionaires. I don't know a lot of billionaires that are nice. Spirit, when it regards, I haven't seen to focus in on them yet. I got distracted. So let me Florida water myself. I know it probably seems like I was tripping for losing 10 subscribers, but I take what I do very serious. I always have my subscribers in mind. You guys are like my, I don't know, you're a part of my congregation, so to speak. And so I have a lot in mind. I have you guys in mind a lot. I'm always doing consultations with you, doing juju with you. And I try to make sure that I deliver messages with as much personal bias removed as I can, so that people won't be turned off and they could just take the messages. So when I lose, especially losing them at once, that says something, and I didn't know whether I was going to continue losing or not. So I definitely was like, hold on now. But just one or two doesn't really bother me that much. All right, the Resnicks. I want to light a candle too. I already had a candle going in here today right before I, since you guys are my members, let me get it. Right before I logged on to do those videos, I had just burned a couple candles for myself, and I was in meditation and prayer before I did it, before I did that video. I am feeling though like doing this reading and lighting one for you guys, so give me a second. I'm gonna stop this, grab my candle, and I'll come back. 1 second. All right, you guys are my members, so I'll let you in on some of my stuff. I wanted to find a gray one like this size, but I don't have any more gray ones this size. I have a gray one this size. It looks purple, but it's gray. I compared it to it's supposed to be gray, but it looks, I'm gonna light them together because I think it's supposed to be gray. All right, gray, silver. Silver, it's Monday, the day of the moon. And so I like this for this because I'm doing psychic medium work. I like to do the purple too because my crown is open. I usually am pulling messages in from the divine straight from my crown. And so that's why I like to light a purple. When I couldn't find a gray one this size, I was like, okay, a purple will do. And then I found one of my little purple ones. So I'm gonna light them together. I always baptize, bless, and cleanse my candles as if I'm baptizing a person, because these candles are now, once I cleanse them and bless them, they are now tools, resources. These are vessels. And so after I cleanse them, I'm baptizing them, removing all of their mundane filth, and then I blow breath of life into them. Tierra Fiquette, don't ever change. I can't see all of your message, but I won't ever change. And thank you for your message. I won't ever change. I just might not always want to be in front of the camera. I never change. Sometimes I just remove myself from places. And maybe I shouldn't do that because that's a safety mechanism for me. I'm always like, fuck it, I'll leave. I say that very quickly. I will leave. Say less, I'll go. The day my husband decided to ask for a separation, I was distraught. But when he went to work the next day, I got all my stuff, got the neighbor to take me to the airport. And I told her, I begged her to not tell him because I knew he'd ask her if he saw me. I'm probably sure she did tell him, but I said, please don't tell Terry. I don't want him to know. He wanted me gone. So I left. I waited until he went to work, packed my things, because I wanted to make sure that when he got home, any signs of me was gone. All I need is one little inkling that I ain't welcome, and I disappear, honey. All right. I cleanse and baptize these candles and remove from them the mundane energies. You are no longer just regular candles. You are now holy, kadosh, set apart. You have a new life and a new name and a new purpose. Now our vessels used for all right. Now they've been bathed, baptized, and cleansed. I don't think I'm gonna take this out. Yeah, I might pop that out. Pop out that old wax and just supplant them. Because I was just gonna stick them right on top of this wax and let them burn all down together. And maybe I will if I can't get this wax out. I'm coming, y'all. But y'all wanted exclusive stuff, so you're in my... I just broke my nail. You're in my room. It would just be so easy. You know what? I'm just gonna burn them on this. All right, because I done broke a nail. Yeah. Okay. That was the one I had issues with anyways. And then I'm going to take my Exodus oil. This is the oil from Exodus. I can't remember the chapter in the scripture, but it is the recipe for the Levitical priests to make this oil and use it in their temples. So I use the exact same recipe. I need to add more olive oil to it because this is very an old batch from last year. I just refill it. I never empty it out or change ingredients. So it's good and potent. Because this isn't even the original batch. This is the refilled batch. See all that crud on the bottom? That is, you know, infused stuff. I use this for myself. And if I'm doing certain rituals, certain jujus, I'll use this when I do my return to sender, but I'll use it on the person who I'm cleansing and protecting. So I use it when I'm doing good stuff. I use it for work on myself, and I use it for other purposes, but I'm going to use it today as it is being employed in temple workings today. And we are in my temple right now. All right. And I'm gonna pour a little bit more on here just so that when I dress it, the dressings will stick. Not a lot though, just a little, because I need to re-up on that. That's what it looks like. Don't know if you can see it in my hands. For this, I'm only using rose and frankincense. Just rose and frankincense. And actually, give me 1 second because I'm going to go and put this together and light it. Rosebuds. And I use green frankincense resin. I use regular frankincense too, but for specific reasons, I use the green stuff. I use this for special reasons. Or when I'm doing any communication work with the spirit, because it's more expensive, it's more rare, it's more potent. Green frankincense. And see, the hue isn't even really all the way green. I don't know why they, I know why they call it green, but it doesn't always look green. All of it doesn't look green. Anyways, give me 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back. And there they are. The rose petals wouldn't stick to the candles. Usually I don't apply herbs while they're already standing, but I also didn't want to apply them first and then all of the materials rub off while I'm trying to get them to stand up, because it would have. So I just had to let it fall around the candle, and I stuck a piece of frankincense resin that you see catching on fire in between them. Yes, there we go. Alright, you guys, still got all the stuff on my hand from the oil. Alright, now we can get into the Resnicks. Ooh, interesting. The resin is no longer on the wax. It has popped itself completely off, and now it's burning as a separate flame in front of the candle. Interesting. All right. The Resnicks. Most High Mother. Oh, my energy has shifted just that fast. Beautiful. Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up the spirits and the souls of Stuart and Linda Resnick, owners of the Fiji Water Company, the Palm Water Company, and many other water resources and whatever other businesses they have that make up their accumulated billion-dollar net worth. Spirit, please allow me to conjure up their souls and their spirits. Speaking of fire, Spirit, please allow me to see whether Linda and Stuart Resnick had anything to do with the fires or had anything to do with preventing aid. It says that there is no truth to the propaganda. Actually, let me see. Claims about a billionaire couple hurting efforts to fight the LA fires via their control of the water supply are false. Okay, that's what Yahoo News is saying. Stuart and Linda Resnick made their fortune growing pistachios, oranges, and pomegranates. They're now the subject of anti-Semitic attacks that stem from their stake in a water bank in South California. I don't remember anything. I don't know if anybody has been making anti-Semitic attacks. I think that it has more to do with their stake in a water bank. Interesting that Yahoo News decided to attack anti-Semitism to the real issue that people are having. As the wildfires in Los Angeles spread, so did anti-Semitic conspiracy theories about the founders of one of California's largest agricultural businesses. Stuart and Linda Resnick are the owners of the Wonderful Company, which has sprawling farmlands in the San Joaquin Valley and owns brands like Palm and Fiji Water. They have been falsely accused of hoarding water and exacerbating the wildfire crisis currently plaguing the Los Angeles area. It says that they do not control the water in California. Many of the false claims stem from a misunderstanding of the couple's ownership of a water bank 2 hours north of Los Angeles and the sheer size of the Wonderful Company. A large share of the attacks were also anti-Semitic in nature. All right. So they say they don't control California's water. And maybe they don't. So, but they're large holders of stake in the water resource in California. So let's see how they relate to the fire situation, if at all. Linda and Stuart Resnick, what is your involvement, if any, in the efforts to fight these fires in California? Were you holding up the efforts to fight the fires? Or are you helping them, or do you really have nothing to do with them? Linda and Stuart Resnick. Do Linda and Stuart Resnick have anything to do with the fires in California or any efforts to stop them because of their stake in the water source? They may not own California's water supply, but their family and their business entity, I do believe that the city does get water from them. I believe that their family supplies or does have a stake in the city's water, and I believe that there was a need to go to them and ask for some of their water. I also believe that whether they say they control it or own it or not, I think they have a say-so as a part of a ruling elite cabal that is able to accumulate and hoard the earth's resources for themselves in order for them to be in control. I think they have a lot to do with how it gets disseminated as well. I believe that there's the Resnicks, and then there's the government in California. Problem is, though, this family doesn't want to be publicly known or seen. They are an elite family, an Illuminati family, so to speak, if you believe in that sort of thing, whatever the groups are called these days. They are them, and they typically do not like to be known about or publicized. I think that they're a part of a coven, a cabal. I think their bloodline, their family is a part of this, one of the Illuminati families. I believe this is the fire chief. I believe this is the chief asking for water from them. Asking if they can use water, or she is on their payroll, so to speak. And if this is not the fire lady, no, this isn't the new mayor in the past. Could be, though. The company used approximately 150 billion gallons of water in 2021. It says the company uses less than 1% of the state's water. It says that they own a 57% stake in the Kern Water Bank Authority, which manages a series of reservoirs and pipes near Bakersfield that can store up to about 488 billion gallons of water. The bank, because this would be their water bank here, is a public-private partnership that includes several local water districts. It collects water during rainier years for use during drought periods when supplies are low, and operates on the same principle as a financial bank, except it stores water. It says, of course, their bank contains a large amount of water, but there's no direct connection between the Resnicks and the water bank and what's going on in Southern California. You guys are arguing semantics, and you know what the people mean. They're not saying that, oh, they own California's water. Oh, they use too much water, like they're trying to say about celebrities. No, they're saying you guys are the power entity that controls a lot of the state's water, and you're hoarding it for your businesses. And I believe so. This is them using a lot of the water that they inherit from that bank. And in the near future, this is them not sharing it. So are we praying for love and light still, or are we praying that these people unhand some of the water in the state? Don't think that this man is going to be shelling out any of their water. They won't. The state is in a drought and in a water crisis. This family who has access to it, I don't know, them and their stakeholders, they're not dishing it out to help you. This is water pipes that I believe have something to do with that bank that they have being turned off. Water being turned off right before the fires happen. I don't know if it's turned off or what, but there was a lack. I think they said that water wasn't in the fire hydrants. And they were coming to him something about the reservoirs were emptied and couldn't be refilled fast enough. But this Resnick man, somebody's lying. I don't care what puff pieces they put out. This family could make it so that you guys weren't struggling in California with this fire, and you guys don't have to be struggling with a drought. One man, one family hoards the majority of the water. I don't want to hear shit about their stakeholders or nothing else. And I don't want to hear about it being an accident. No water. And they're doing it on purpose to you guys. And they're lying about it. Lying about the drought. Look at that barren land. Ain't no water in this card. They're lying about the drought. I promise you. My opinion. Current actions. Somebody who started this went to jail. I don't know why they're concerned about that. Oh, my candle runneth over. That's never happened before. But then again, I've never set it on top of wax that was already being used, so I'll have to switch out this whole cloth. external energy is water. This is people. This is a community of California asking for water. Where's the water? We need water. Everybody's talking about water right now. Their hopes and fears that their beast can be unchained and untethered. Part of the Illuminati family working for this entity. They want their beast to be unchained and untethered, but there's also something else that they want out and away from. Maybe undesirables in California. Maybe poor people from out of California. The people who don't have the money to go back and rebuild. Maybe that's the plan for you. I don't believe that this company will be of any assistance to the people. They will continue to deny that they have the resources to change the situation. I also wonder if something's going to go on with their business in some way. Someone might leave, pull out, maybe. Something about this family, they don't like being publicized like this. Illuminati families like to stay low-key. The Hierophant spirit. This is why the people are upset on social media. It's because they know this family owns a lot of or controls a lot of water. They don't control California's water, but they control a lot of water in California. And it seems like they left people to suffer when all the water that they have access to could be of a benefit. They kind of washed their hands with it and said, we don't have anything to do with this. Don't look at us. Because they're being called out on social media. The High Priestess. Why is that there for the challenging position? They don't want to be on the radar. We may know about this couple, but they're not a couple that we hear, the public hears about every day, all the time, which is why we're getting an introduction to them on Yahoo News. They're part of the Illuminati family. We can know about them, but not know too much about who they are and what they do. I think that someone might be annoyed with Kim Kardashian. I know that there are reports about her water usage and her sister Chloe and all this other stuff. Recent past, Queen of Cups. I think that the chief might have had a conversation about them, about water, in an upcoming attempt to prevent a fire, and I think that they were told no. Near future, King of Cups in reverse. I don't think you're going to get any water from the Resnicks. It's almost like since you had the audacity to speak about us, we're not giving you a trip. Because they're good. their home, their vineyard, their businesses, their farmlands, their family, they're good. And them giving us water, giving you guys water, would interfere with the water that's used to maintain their good standing. So no. No. Eight of Swords. I think that's the person they had in jail. Who is the person that they arrested? I wonder if he's going to get out. Let me see. Let me see. Person arrested for starting fires in California. Okay. But it says man arrested. I said person. They said man. Suspect arrested with flamethrower near LA fire is an illegal immigrant. Suspect admits to starting fire in Los Angeles as blazes persist. All right, so it says that a man admitted to purposely starting a brush fire in Azusa. He might have been paid to do that. It seems that there were people who were hired or paid to start these fires. I believe so. And then like have no contact again. If you say that we hired you, we'll deny it. You'll go to prison. Nobody will believe you. Now whose vehicle is this? Somebody paid them, drove off in a vehicle and didn't think twice about it. Ace of Cups. Somebody's getting some money from this. I remember Auntie Sam saying this. It's true. There's lies and fallacies going on, and somebody's benefiting from these fires. Like Auntie Sam said, I do think that the mayor was aware that the fires were about to be started. I don't know if she was here at the time to do anything about it. Seems like she left secretly. I don't even know if her people knew that she was leaving wherever she went. I think Auntie Sam said Ghana. See, a lot of people fought for her not to get that position. I think maybe once she was elected, she probably regretted it. He was like, oh, hell no. I got to get the fuck up out of here. This lady, she got in there and saw some things and realized some things and start moving accordingly. Resnick's hopes and fears. There are people that they've been wanting to get out of California or out of a certain area for a while. Now the wife, has she ever had any legal situations going on with her? Let me see, Linda Resnick, because I got something here that looks weird. Linda Resnick, okay. How did Linda Resnick make her money? Co-founded and co-owned the water company. Da, 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 da. She might have been open to doing something because she didn't want legal stuff. She didn't want to get involved in the legal or political stuff, but maybe he put his foot down. Maybe he's a little bit more intolerant. Something about a lot of her Hollywood friends or people in the celebrity world that maybe she empathized with. She might have even tried to protect some people, some Hollywood people, friends of hers. He, though, didn't seem to care. Maybe she was thinking, let's give them some water in certain areas, but he was like, no, because this is a money situation. There's some money at the root of this. I think that there are undesirables, though, that they have been wanted out. Maybe your land. If you don't come back, maybe they can do something with your land now. If you don't have the money to come back. And the insurance agents were trying to help, so I think they wanted you guys out of there. And the outcome for the Resnicks, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. They may have some troubles with one of their businesses or something. As a result of all of this, I know that they're not the only stakeholders. Some people may leave their company. Clarify this outcome, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. This is something to do with the water situation. Somebody may leave there. People may leave from working with them because of how they responded to this situation. Some of their employees, maybe. Because they were asked ahead of time or something, or when all of this was happening, or they will be. I don't know. No, I think the government, the authorities, or somebody legal asked them. I don't think these people care anything about the fires or anything going down with the regular people, with the peasants. I don't think they care, not one bit. I think they may even ride through there sometimes, or maybe have ridden through there in order to commute somewhere. Something like we told them. to start conserving their water, so they should blame each other. Now they want ours because they weren't wise with using the water that they were allocated. Something like that. So I see somebody starting the fires on purpose. Denied it. Keep our money and our resources to ourselves. Wouldn't be surprised if that family has something to do with the fires. And then something about the mayor not being here. She left. I think Auntie Sam said she went to Ghana. I think she left knowing that this situation was going to happen, and she had to keep it on the hush. I think that she also knew that it might potentially affect colored and regular working people more than anyone else, because they're the ones that can't afford to rebuild. This Resnick family, I believe that they're an Illuminati family. I do believe that they control a lot of the water in California, along with other entities that are with them. And I believe that they were asked for help with their water, and they said no. And in the near future, they will not. I believe we will not be dishing out any water. And I believe that California is not under a drought naturally. I believe that California's water resources have been hoarded. Good luck to you all, especially in California. Love you and goodbye.